They said the boy was dumb. He failed tests, stared out the window, and never spoke in class. But one teacher saw something no one else did, and what he told the powerful, distant father changed everything. This story will touch your heart and make you see children in a whole new light. The cold air inside St. James Academy that morning felt heavier than usual. Mr. Harold Lancaster, known across the business world as a man who never tolerated failure, marched through the halls with a glare sharp enough to make teachers nervous. His 10-year-old son, Nathan, trudged a few steps behind him, shoulders slumped, eyes locked on the floor. He clutched a crumpled sheet of paper. Another failed test, perhaps. Or maybe just another drawing no one would understand. Harold wasn't just frustrated. He was ashamed. "Third call this month," he muttered. "Math test, 28%. Reading, 41%. What exactly do I pay this school for?" Nathan said nothing. They stopped at a door with a brass plaque. Mr. Ellis, Special Education and Support. Harold knocked once. A voice responded warmly. "Come in." Inside was a modest office with shelves lined with books and colorful student artwork. Mr. Ellis, a man in his late 40s with a cardigan too big for his frame and kindness too large for the room, welcomed them with a smile that didn't fade even in front of Harold's intensity. "Mr. Lancaster, thanks for coming. Please, have a seat." "I'll stand," Harold said. "Let's be quick. I'm here to withdraw my son. Clearly, this place isn't for him." Mr. Ellis glanced down at Nathan, who handed him the crumpled paper. It wasn't a test. It was a drawing. A forest filled with hidden animals and characters, all nestled within layers of trees and shadows. "Did you draw this, Nathan?" A slow nod. "It's incredible." Harold scoffed. "It's a waste of time. He can't solve a basic equation, but he can draw cartoons. What does that tell you?" Mr. Ellis turned serious. "It tells me he sees what others can't." Mr. Ellis gestured for Harold to step outside with him. Nathan stayed behind, quietly coloring the corner of a page, lost in his own world. "Mr. Lancaster," Ellis began, "your son isn't broken. He just doesn't fit in the narrow box the system tries to force every child into." "You're telling me he's gifted?" Harold raised an eyebrow, almost sarcastically. "No," Ellis replied. "I'm telling you he's unheard. At home, at school, maybe everywhere." Harold frowned. Ellis handed him a document, Weekly Behavioral Observations, notes written by teachers, assistants, and Ellis himself. One line stood out, highlighted. When asked why he never speaks in class, Nathan said, "Because no one hears me at home either." The words stung Harold in a place he thought long buried. Mr. Ellis looked him in the eyes. "Nathan doesn't need a tutor. He needs a father." Silence. Then Ellis added gently, "Try something. 1 hour a week. No business calls, no laptops. Just you and him. Let him draw, and just watch." That evening, for the first time in years, Harold came home early. Nathan was drawing alone at the dining table. Harold sat down, pulled out a clean sketch pad, and said quietly, "Can I draw with you?" Nathan looked up, surprised. Then he nodded. They spent the next 45 minutes in complete silence. Not awkward, not forced, just pencils and imagination. When it ended, Harold looked at his son's face. There was color there now. Life. And that night, for the first time, Nathan whispered, "Thanks, Dad." Weeks passed. It started with one evening a week, then two, then nearly every night. Harold stopped measuring his son in grades and numbers. He learned to read his silence, to follow the way Nathan would tilt his head when inspired, how he used colors instead of words. At school, Nathan changed too. He still wasn't the top of the class, But he smiled more. He started participating in creative writing. He built a diorama for science class that won praise from teachers and even caught the attention of visiting educators. He talked, slowly at first, then freely. Mr. Ellis stood by and watched it unfold, never taking credit. Then came the annual Young Innovators exhibition. Students were encouraged to present projects that reflected how they saw the world. While others brought robots, science projects, or business plans, Nathan wheeled in a 6-foot mural titled, "What the World Misses." It showed a city from a child's view, towering adults with blank faces, windows filled with lonely children, but also pockets of color. A treehouse lit from within, a teacher with wings, a man in a suit sitting beside a small boy with matching sketchbooks. The room fell silent. One of the parents whispered, "Who drew this?" Harold, standing in the back, smiled softly. "My son," he said. "Nathan." That evening, Harold tucked Nathan into bed. The boy looked up and asked, "Do you think I'll ever be smart?" Harold paused, knelt beside him, and said, "You already are. I was just too blind to see it." Nathan smiled. "Good, 'cause I want to be a teacher like Mr. Ellis one day." Harold whispered, "Then you'll be the best kind, the one who listens." Sometimes the greatest gift we can give our children isn't money, schools, or tutors, but simply our presence. Thank you for watching this story. If it touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Leave a comment. Let us know what you felt. Like the video and subscribe for more stories that open the heart.